Well, hello. Once again, BGA, Ryan Deckard, your Director of Technology, coming to you hopefully to show you just some quick tips on Google Classroom and some of the nuances of being a BGA teacher or staff member using it versus some of the other videos that I've shown and demonstrated otherwise. There's the two key points of this video is just how to add students via you know, our network and how we do things, and then also the proper way to log in as a teacher using your Boston Public School account, and making sure if you are using your BGA email account that we link those things together so we get proper data. So you can see that I'm already in Google Classroom right here. I've already set up my advisory. I'm going to show you how I did that here in just a second. Go up to the top here. If you've never been to Google Classroom, make sure you get that down, classroom.google.com. Gets you right here, and you will be ready to go. There is something in the works and rumors that I've heard that OIIT BPS Technology will be syncing Google Classroom accounts with Aspen fairly soon, from what I am told, to where they will set all of your courses and your rosters up for you. It has not been done yet, so we're going to move forward and assume that it may not happen in time for day one. And so I'm going to show you just a couple things. Remember, there's lots of other videos that I've shared in the Google Classroom playlist. Go through and watch those. Those are going to be a little bit more detailed on specific things and adding assignments and calendars and streams and that type of thing. I'm going to focus today on making sure your teacher account is set up right, as well as you're able to add students. Of course, I am logged in under my Boston Public School email account. I'm going to encourage any of you to set up your Google Classrooms if you have not already done so under your Boston Public School email account. If you have used your BGA email account, that is all right as well. Nothing, you're not going to be in trouble. I'm going to show you how you can also add that BPS account right there as well. Of course, if you're setting up a new class, you come right here and you hit that plus button, hit create class, and you'd add the name of your class. I'm just going to go advisory 2 just for demonstration purposes, and then hit create. I've already got my advisory set up, but we're just so you can see how it works, we'll make sure we do that. And so we come into here, and now I have my stream and my course created. A couple, before we add students, the couple things I want to show you. Again, we want to use our Boston Public School email accounts whenever possible. But if you've already used your BGA email account, that's all right as well. If you want to use both, that's okay as well. So you come over here to the People tab, look at the teachers, click this plus button right here. You can see over here that I already have my Boston Public School, but if I wanted to add my Boston Green Academy account as well, I can. Maybe you've already logged in as Boston Green Academy and you need to add your Boston Public School account. That's all right as too. Just make sure that they're both there. You're going to see an invitation is going to be sent as soon as I log into my BGA account and accept. We're good to go. I'm going to go back over here to the stream. And the other thing that we want to make sure we know how to do is add students. Again, it's not just unique to us, but I want to make sure you know the easiest ways to do it from the BGA perspective. There's a couple ways. You can get this class code right here and email it to all your students, GGD7AW3. If they have this class code, they can log in and get into your Google Classroom. Again, it's important for students to log in with their Boston Public School email account. In the past, we've allowed a lot of personal emails and use of that. Moving forward, we need to use Boston Public School email accounts as much as possible. It helps us better track data and engagement, and just to see who's logging in and follow up with who needs to follow up with. So Boston Public School email accounts for students are also the way to go moving forward. So we'll get that code and email it to them. Of course, we'll get out, that's one way to do it. Or you can click over here, come back to this People tab, go to the student section this time and hit invite students. Again, there's a link that you can email everybody, or you can start typing their names. Over here to the right, you can say that I've already pulled the email addresses for people in my advisory. So I'm going to start typing them in, and you can see Melvin Anderson 24 pops up as I go. And just go on to the next one. All right, Baez 2, there, and so on and so forth. When you have the full list, you'll click invite. I'm going to hit cancel for right now and come back over. Once you have that full list populated and in, you'll come, this is what it'll look like. You can see that they're all invited and have been sent that invite. to be a part of your Google Classroom. That's what I'm going to show you for now. Again, there's a whole playlist that shows some of the ins and outs that are more universal. But this is BGA, the easy ways of adding students and making sure maybe you have a co-teacher. You can also add that co-teacher in that people tab as a teacher as well right there. Or if you need to add that secondary email account, that is how you do it. Hopefully this is helpful. As always, feel free to share feedback, ask any questions, and we'll talk to you later.